Hi, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a collective reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. If nothing in the reading resonates for you, please check your other placements. You may find a message within those. As always, if you do like the message, please like and subscribe. Hi, this is the collective love reading for Leo. Now, this is a collective reading, so it will not resonate for everybody. Please only take what resonates and leave what does not. Now, it is the 5th of July today, so whenever this falls into your feed, it is likely to be when it is relevant for yourself. It could be past, present, or future person, though. It is whatever message Spirit would like to convey. So let's get into it. Please don't force it to fit either. Spirit, please can we get some cards for Leo for their current love situation? That is far too many cards that you're trying to chuck out at me. Let's try that again. Can we get some cards for the current love situation that you would like to discuss for Leo, please, Spirit? One more card, please, Spirit. Thank you. Okay. So, the overall energy that we have at the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. So, this is suggesting that somebody is feeling very abundant, nurturing, supportive, excellent with home, very great being, domestic goddess, somebody that loves comfort and luxury, generally got a good chunk of money as well, looks after themselves well. So that is the overall energy. Now that is Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. Now in your particular energy, we have the Fool in reverse, which is suggesting that you may be doing a lot of overthinking at the moment with regards to whatever the situation is. You could be doing a lot of thinking with your head instead of your heart, and it's like you're hesitating a little bit. You're not quite sure what it is that you want to do. You might even be making a lot of plans with regards to how you're going to proceed. Let's get some clarification on that, please, Spirit. Please clarify this full card. Okay, so we've got the Wheel, Judgment. Both of them come out on the side. We get one more. And we've got a Four of Cups in the upright as well. So, the Wheel then, Judgment, and the Four of Cups. So that Wheel then is suggesting that potentially you may not have finished learning a life lesson at the moment. You could be struggling to come to terms with certain things that have happened in the past. You could be trying to get out of a bit of bad luck, and it's like you're struggling with closing out a cycle. You're finding it a bit of a challenge at the moment, which could be why you very well got this Fool while you're doing a lot of overthinking, possibly making plans, or you're hesitating because you haven't quite closed out whatever this cycle is. You may not have finished learning a lesson. You may have missed an opportunity as such as well with regards to that. Now, we've also got the Judgment card. Now that is coming out to the side. Again, something that you're finding a bit of a challenge. Now that could be that you may have received a wake-up call, you're not acting on it, which could be to do with this life lesson that's not been learnt. It could also be to do with examining how you're feeling about the relationship. It could also be something to do with whether or not you want to potentially reconcile and restart something, or whether to release it and stop it. And you're currently finding it a bit of a challenge to work out what it is you want to do. We do have this Four of Cups in the reverse, which is suggesting that you are missing something that's in front of you. You're not grasping something that's there. You could be feeling a little bit disappointed. You could be feeling a bit discouraged. You could also be blatantly refusing to make a decision at the moment. But yeah, it's like you're failing to grasp the opportunity that's there. You see, you've got the 3 cups at the bottom, and then you've got this one right at the top, and it's like you've turned your back on it and you're not even looking at it. But that's the cup that you actually want, and it's like you're just not grasping for it. You've kind of like you're ignoring that it's there, even though it's there, and it's there being given to you, handed to you. You're just kind of a bit disinterested, and you just, you're not grasping that opportunity. Now, in your person's energy, they've got an Ace of Wands and they've got a Four of Wands in the reverse. Now, when I say your person's energy, this is very well could be your person's energy, and this could be yours. They are reversible, but I'm going with this as your energy purely because that is the position for your energy. So your person then is currently feeling a lack of passion. Maybe something started and it's just fizzled out. They could be feeling a little bit of a lust, a lack of lust for life. Maybe they're lacking. They feel that this opportunity was a bit of just a lack. They could also possibly feel like there's not enough passion in it. Yeah, and they're just not quite. They're not as passionate about it as they potentially could be, or they're just feeling like there isn't enough passion. Maybe it could be something where something's fizzling out. Yeah. So the Four of Wands in the reverse then is also potentially feeling a bit trapped, maybe a bit stuck. When it's in the upright, this is a stable relationship. It's happening, rest, harmony. When it's in the reverse, it's not that. It's instability as well. So your person is potentially feeling like this relationship is a bit unstable. They could be feeling a bit trapped. It could very well be that they're not trapped with you or unstable with you. It could be something else. And this could be somebody new. And they're just not in any form of harmony or stability at the moment. They just feel completely out of it. They could very well see you as not being stable. And they could see that you might, they could feel like they're a bit trapped with you, and that it's not going to be a stable relationship, and that things are not as tranquil as they could be. When the Four of Wands is in the upright, it can also be a card for them, wanting marriage. When it's in the reverse, it's like that's not really wanted. Can we get some clarification on these, please, Spirit? We get clarification on this Ace of Wands and Four of Wands, please, Spirit. Okay, so we've got the Three of Cups coming out in a challenge position, a Seven of Pentacles in a challenge position, and the Alchemist in a challenge position. That's also the Magician. Okay, so it could very well be. So this Alchemist then, so maybe your person isn't feeling particularly self-confident. Maybe they don't have the confidence that they can have the success that they want. It could potentially be that they're trying to manifest a better relationship with you, maybe, or manifest this relationship and they feel like it's not really working. And them trying to work for something, trying to physically put it into practice is very challenging for them at the moment. It could also be that they're lacking a bit of self-confidence, and sometimes they might be letting other people maybe have a bit more influence over them, and they're finding that quite challenging. The Seven of Pentacles is them finding it a bit of a challenge of whether to stay and wait for things to grow or whether to walk away and cut their losses. So I've got a feeling this could be a current person. Again, it might not be. It could be somebody that you're interested in. It could be that they've lost the passion for something that they're currently in, and they're deciding to cut their losses. Or, do they cut their losses and move towards you? We do have a Three of Cups. Again, that's something that is in a challenge position. That is suggesting that they are finding celebrations and being happy a bit of a challenge. Maybe they're struggling with socializing as well. They could also be doing a bit of self-pity, potentially overindulging in possibly alcohol or other things. I mean, there's a lot of food down here as well. Maybe they're overeating a little bit. But yeah, it could be very much that they are finding that a bit of a challenge. Maybe they're finding it a challenge to find some excitement and joy, especially with this Ace of Wands up here, because that is feeling a lack of anything, a lack of excitement, a lack of fun, a lack of joy. And it could be challenging. Maybe something's happened and that's what they're finding an absolute challenge. They're struggling to find happiness and joy. Whether that's something to do with you in this potential judgment card with reconciliation and you not seeing them, or, you're missing the opportunity with them, or it could just be that they've got some inner work to do. Now, how are you currently viewing this relationship? You have got a Five of Swords, so you do see this as being a little bit of a conflict at the moment. Now, this could be a mental conflict. It could also be an actual conflict, but you could also just see it as being a bit of a failure. It's like you're seeing this as a failed relationship, a failed attempt at something, a failed venture. It could also be that, you might feel a bit of disgrace or exile. Something's been unfair as well, potentially. Okay, so we've got the Star card that came out in the reverse. So it looks as though this potential, and we've got the Moon card as well to come out to clarify. Can we get one more card, please, Spirit? I mean, with the Star card coming out in the reverse, it does suggest that somebody needs to do some healing. Maybe this isn't quite what somebody wanted. We've got a Two of Wands as well there to clarify. But yes, normally you wish upon a star to get what you want. And, going for a star is usually success. And you get in what you want. But this is suggesting that it may have not been quite what you were expecting. It could be that you might be feeling lost, hopeless, abandoned. Maybe there's a lot of issues going on, and you've got some serious. You've got a lot of water in there. It's like troubled waters as such. It could be a turbulent environment. Maybe you're just feeling a lack of happiness. You feel like things have just there's no hope in it anymore. I feel hope around it. You may very well struggle giving or receiving help or guidance with regards to this. We've also got this Moon card in the reverse, which is suggesting that somebody needs to do some healing. Somebody needs to find themselves. There's also things are not out in the open. Things aren't quite clear. So whether somebody's hiding their emotions, hiding secrets, it's like it's being blocked. Somebody doesn't know what's going on. We have also got this Two of Wands, which is suggesting that somebody's doing some waiting around, possibly planning the next moves, yearning for something new or something different or something. Possibly that could have something to do with you looking at those Three of Cups, which this person, those Three of Cups there is the Three of Cups. This person finds a challenge. Could very well be that you've got all these Three Cups in front of you, but you're missing that one at the back, and this person's those Three of Cups that you've got around you. That's what they're finding challenging potentially. But yeah, somebody's doing some planning. Someone is trying to be bold and confident, and possibly trying to, it's like the planning some sort of move as such, but it might be hidden. Yeah, let's get, so your challenge for your current relationship, I mean, this could be a plan to move on, a plan to move forward, a plan to, you know, make a decision whether to cut losses or to move forward, or it could be to reconcile or not reconcile. You know, this plan could be either of you doing something. It could be that, I mean, when I say to reconcile, to not reconcile, this might not even be with this person. This could be something else. This could be some sort of new relationship, and you're deciding, do you want to go back to somebody else? And you're not seeing what's in front of you, or you're not looking at what's behind you, which could be the person that you've left, possibly. It could be that you've been out celebrating with this person, like I say, overindulgence. This person may find all of that a bit of a challenge, and you're there then sitting with your 3 cups, enjoying your social life, enjoying your overindulgence as such, and they're finding it quite challenging, and they've lost the passion for it. So they're a bit, do we give it up now, or do I wait and see if anything's going to come from it? But somebody's feeling like it might be a failure. It might be time to give up. Like I say, somebody is not feeling very hopeful about this. It's not balanced. The secret's being kept. Things are being hidden. Somebody needs to do some inner work on themselves to heal themselves. There's some issues with regards to, you know, giving and receiving. Somebody's feeling lost, and somebody's doing some planning, and, you know, it's all leading into this failure. Maybe planning to move forward, planning to leave, I'm not sure, but, you know, overall somebody's looking at this as being conflict and defeat, not really going anywhere at the moment. Now, we've got the King of Swords in the challenge position. Now, that King of Swords is somebody that, he's tactical. He's also decisive, and he's got high standards and great communication. So maybe somebody struggles with their communication. It could be that somebody is not being as decisive as they need to be. And maybe the right kind of approach isn't being taken as such. Let's get clarification. What's just jumped out? So we did have 3. Okay, so we've got a 9 of Cups to this in a challenge, a 10 of Cups in a challenge, and a 6 of Wands in a challenge. Okay, so somebody is, so as well as that king who might not be communicating very well, we've got a 9 of Cups, so somebody doesn't necessarily know what is going to make them happy. A 10 of Cups, possible conflict, and again, they don't know what's going to make them happy. And a 6 of Wands, they don't know what's going to make them happy. Wow. So yeah, this is a lot of, the 9 of Cups when it's in the upright is somebody that is having success. Their wishes are coming true, gifts are being honoured, they are careful, they've got a great life, they're getting wish fulfillment, everything. But he's also on his own. So this is in a challenge. So it's like somebody doesn't know if they want this. The 10 of Cups, success, family, joy, fulfillment, domestic bliss. Again, it's like somebody doesn't know if they want that. Do they want to be single and happy? Do they want family and be happy? Which wish fulfillment do they want? And then you've got the 6 of Wands, which is popularity, success, fame. And that's a challenge as well. So it's like, it's a challenge to be on your own, be successful and get wish fulfillment. It's a challenge to be in a family situation and get wish fulfillment. It's a challenge to be popular and fame, have fame and recognition. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean that you are famous. It could be that you're well known at work. You could have a reputation. You could be really successful and people know who you are. And that's a challenge to you or your person. It's like it's all a challenge, and somebody doesn't know necessarily what they want, so they're struggling with making a decision and articulating what it is that they want. Now, it does suggest to me, if whoever this is, if they get over these challenges, we've got an Eight of Cups, which is walking away from something. Now, it could be, like I say, this could be one relationship. You could be walking from one relationship to another. It could be that you're walking away from a situation. It could be that you're walking away from a habit, an old way of thinking, something that's not serving you anymore. It could be that you're going on a solo journey. Maybe you're deciding to be alone for a while. But it's like you're moving forward. You're releasing something from the past and you're looking to move forward. So whatever that is that you're releasing, like I say, could be a person, could be a habit, could be a belief. Let's get some clarification on that, please, Spirit. But whatever it is at the minute you are doing, you want to change, that outcome is changing the direction from what you're currently doing. We've got a Nine of Pentacles that's come out in a challenge position. You've got a lot of nines out here, I've noticed, and you've got a few tens as well. I would recommend looking up your angel numbers if you see recurring numbers, to see if there's any messages that Spirit wants to give to you. So, yeah, with this Nine of Pentacles, then, it is somebody that it's usually, when she's in the upright, she's single and abundant, okay? You may find being that challenging. So maybe you're walking away to do something single. So it could, on your own, you might find being single a bit of a challenge. It could just be that you find in abundance a bit of a challenge. The Nine of Pentacles, when she is in the reverse, it can also be somebody that is, acts relatively wild, struggles with finances, potentially. Again, you could find all of that a challenge. So if you've acted wild in the past, you could find that is going to be a bit of a challenge to kind of curb that behavior, potentially. And it's a challenge, possibly turn your back on certain things. Maybe you need some time alone, and you may struggle to turn your back on people as such. Maybe it's that you don't want time alone and you're struggling to be, because you're on your own. But yeah, it's also safety as well. Maybe you're struggling with security and safety. We do have a Ten of Wands, which is suggesting that you are putting down something that has been a bit of a burden to you for a while. So not necessarily a while, but you're releasing some burden. It's something has dragged on and you are dropping it. You're dropping your responsibilities with regards to whatever this burden is, and you're releasing it. Again, that could be, a person, a situation, a habit, a belief. It could very well be to do with finances. With these pentacles, we've also got a Nine of Swords in the reverse. Again, nine, yeah, good few nines out here. But yeah, that Nine of Swords then in the reverse is suggesting that you might need to take, start getting a bit of sleep. It's coming out of guilt. So if you've been feeling guilty or anxious, it's like you've decided to, whatever it was that has made you feel guilty, have nightmares, regret, be cruel to yourself. It's like you've whatever you've turning your back on, whatever. So this would suggest to me it could be a behavior or a person that's hurt you potentially, that you're turning your back on, because you're coming out of feeling guilty, you're coming out of despair, you're coming out of nightmares, any self-inflicted cruelty where you may have been telling yourself you're not worth it, you're not good enough, you're not whatever. That's you coming out of it. You're putting down that burden. That's what you're moving forward from. You're putting down that, like, self-deprecating behavior, the behavior of you're not good enough, you can't do things right, kind of. Maybe you tell yourself that everything's your fault, and this is you putting down that behavior and walking away from that belief, from that behavior as such. You may find it a bit of a struggle, because it could very well be that you may feel guilty about potentially wild behaviors that you may have had before, or lack of abundance. Maybe you weren't able to save money, and you're telling yourself off, and you've been you felt guilty about it. You may have felt guilty that you weren't able to save money, or maybe you've done things in the past where your behaviors caused issues and you feel guilty for it. This is you releasing that. This is you it's like you're accepting what's happened, and you're learning from it, and you're releasing it. Yes, it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but you're going to do it in order to move forward, release those behaviors and move forward in a new direction. Now, when I say a new direction, it doesn't necessarily mean into a new relationship. It could just mean a new direction for yourself, putting old behaviors to bed, moving forward with new behaviors, new thought patterns, a new you as such, starting a new journey. Could be a new journey with an old person, especially when you've got, like I say, you've got this Judgment card over here, which is suggesting you are considering reconciling potentially, or not reconciling. But it is, whatever decision it is, whatever it is you're thinking, if you do eventually see what's in front of you, or whatever you decide and you get through your challenges, it's suggesting that whatever's happened in the past that may have caused those issues, you're walking away from it. You're going to start something new. You're going to start, even if it's restarting a relationship, you're going to start it new, if that makes sense. It's not going to be the same thing, because you've got that wheel of fortune there. You're learning that lesson, and you're releasing something. You're releasing those negative thoughts, maybe negative behaviors that have caused you guilt and sleepless nights. You're releasing them to move forward. Right, let's get you some Romance Angel Oracle cards as well, Leo. See if there's any more messages that Spirit would like to give you. Okay, so you've got, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. That could have something to do with that Four of Cups, where you've got your back towards something that's behind you. Could be something from the past. Could just be something that's you're not currently looking at. Maybe they sit behind you when you're on the bus, or, well, I say that, you've met them. Maybe they've sat behind you on the bus or on a train or something. Who knows? Get one more card, please, Spirit. Okay. We've got soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And honeymoon enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So if you've got a holiday coming up, enjoy it with your partner. Yeah, if you haven't got a holiday coming up, maybe go and have a holiday and enjoy your time. But yeah, so this, I hope that has helped some of you Leos out there with what is due to come up for you in love. It does look like you are going to have a bit of a challenging time, so good luck with that. Thank you for joining me.
If you liked this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe so you get notifications when I post any more. Thank you.